You don't need to learn game. You don't need charm, tricks, or smooth lines. You don't even need to chase attention. All you need are 4 words. 4 words that carry quiet dominance. 4 words that don't chase approval. They attract it. They don't beg. They pull. When spoken with calm conviction, they change how people see you, how they respond to you, and how they treat you. They build tension, desire, and respect without a single ounce of effort. Because real power doesn't come from how loud you speak. It comes from how still you remain. Let's begin. 1. I don't need you. These 4 words alone can shift the balance in any relationship, interaction, or confrontation. They are the verbal embodiment of Stoic detachment, silent confidence rooted in self-sufficiency. Most men lose their center because they chase. They overthink, over-explain, and overextend themselves trying to earn affection, attention, or validation. They talk too much. They try too hard. And in doing so, they reveal their weakness, the desperate need to be seen. But when a man truly lives by, "I don't need you," the entire dynamic changes. Not because he's cold or heartless, but because he's whole. He's grounded in himself. His worth is not determined by who accepts him, who texts him back, or who chooses to stay. This phrase doesn't mean you reject love or connection. It means you choose to love without attachment. You choose to give without fear of loss. You choose to walk away without crumbling. "I don't need you" doesn't need to be spoken aloud either. It's in your posture. It's in your silence. It's in the way you take your time replying, the way you hold eye contact without begging for approval, the way you stay composed when others test your emotions. When you no longer depend on someone to fill your emptiness, you become magnetic. People can feel that. Women feel it. Men sense it. Even the room shifts around it. Because energy speaks louder than words, and a man who doesn't need anything becomes the one everyone wants to impress. Remember this: "I don't need you" isn't arrogance. It's freedom. It's self-possession. It's the power that comes when you finally realize you were complete before they arrived. 2. I've got this handled. Confidence doesn't shout. Confidence doesn't flinch. It breathes slowly. It moves with precision. And it whispers, "I've got this. Handled." These words carry unshakable calm. They're what separate the grounded from the panicked. Most people lose control the moment pressure appears. They overreact, over-explain, or rush to fix things. But the man who stands still, who stays composed while everyone else unravels, he commands the room without saying much. "I've got this handled" isn't just a statement. It's a vibration, a quiet signal that says, "I'm not afraid of chaos." You're not proving anything. You're not competing. You're simply anchored. People feel that energy instantly. It communicates capability. It shows mastery. It radiates masculine safety, the kind that makes others breathe easier just being around you. Women feel drawn to it because it symbolizes stability. It says, "You can rest here. I won't break when things get hard." Men respect it because it mirrors something they wish to embody: control under fire, power without panic, calm under tension. That's the rarest form of dominance, not through aggression, but through composure. So when life throws storms at you, and everyone else is losing their footing, say it, or simply live it: "I've got this handled." And you'll notice something subtle. The world starts moving around you instead of through you. Because people are drawn to what doesn't tremble. 3. You'll figure it out. This one tests your emotional discipline. When someone expects you to react, explain, or chase, and instead you calmly say, "You'll figure it out," you've just turned the tables. You've taken back control of the frame. Most men lose their composure when tension arises. They start defending themselves, over-explaining, trying to make everyone understand their intentions. But real strength lies in not reacting. "You'll figure it out" says, "I'm not here to convince you. I'm not desperate to be understood. You'll see in time." It's not arrogance. It's inner stability. It's the kind of presence that says, "I don't chase clarity. I embody it." This phrase shifts the energy instantly because it breaks expectation. Instead of feeding someone's emotional chaos, you anchor it. You refuse to get pulled into the storm. Women sense that control immediately. It makes them curious. It pulls them toward your mystery. Because now you're not trying to prove yourself. You're simply existing in your truth. And that's attractive. Not the performance, not the chase, but the quiet conviction that says, "I know who I am. You'll figure it out." This is Stoic power. Unbothered, self-contained, immovable. It doesn't demand attention. It earns it through stillness. Every time you choose silence over justification, you reclaim your frame. 4. I know my value. This is where everything begins and ends. Because if you don't know your value, you'll always beg for it. You'll chase people who only see you as an option. You'll overgive, over-apologize, and overcompensate, hoping someone will finally see what you're worth. But when you know your value, you stop running after what's already beneath you. You stop explaining yourself to those committed to misunderstanding you. "I know my value" doesn't mean pride. It means peace. It's the stillness of someone who has nothing to prove, nothing to chase, and nothing to perform. When you say those words, calmly, quietly, confidently, the air changes. People notice it. Women feel it. Men respect it. Because it's rare. Most people pretend to be confident. Few truly are. Pretenders talk loudly. The real ones just move differently. A man who knows his value doesn't shrink to fit into someone else's life. He doesn't chase those who left. He doesn't fold when rejected. He simply smiles, nods, and keeps walking. Because his worth was never up for debate. And that kind of energy is magnetic. It makes people want to prove themselves to you. That's the silent reversal. That's what true masculine energy feels like. Calm, steady, grounded, untouchable. So remember, I know my value isn't something you say to others. It's something you whisper to yourself until your presence speaks it for you. Powerful words don't work unless the man behind them does. These 4 phrases aren't tricks. They're reflections of who you become when you master self-control, silence, and self-respect. "I don't need you. I've got this handled. You'll figure it out. I know my value." Each one is a declaration of sovereignty. Together, they form a code, a way of being that makes you untouchable in a world built on insecurity. Use them not to manipulate, but to liberate yourself. Because the moment you stop chasing, the world starts moving toward you. And when that happens, you'll understand what true power feels like. If this message resonated with you, share it.